Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. We are sounded.
We tested it.
I just want to make sure since we powered down and powered back up. Okay. Did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes last week?
I did. I didn't see anything that.
We had a preliminary. We looked at them this morning, and there was a couple things that have been updated. See, what was that at?
I did not change the minutes because that's what happened. We all voted on the minutes. The other thing was with the bid, I had the incorrect amounts with the estimate on the finance, the bids.
You left the vote the same.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I so move that we approve the minutes in the updated version.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to
I
accept
got
the
a little
minutes.
cold, so sorry.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Pass 3-0.
Thank you for catching that one.
Well, when I seen it, I got thinking, now did I make a motion? I was thinking that, okay, we got it corrected.
Commissioner comments and committee reports. Do you have anything, Bill? No? Jack?
Yeah, I have a couple things. I was at the Joint Communications meeting last week, and they're going to replace the some of the communication items on the South Tower, or I'm sorry, the North Tower, I think. And that's going to require the same type of thing we did on the last tower, pulling out the braces, running the cables up. But the big important thing is the UF transmitter that is used for a lot of the pagers.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently, when we switched over to radios about 5 years ago, there were some fire departments that decided they didn't want radios; they wanted pagers.
Mm-hmm.
And this to replace that UF would be like $18,000. It's a completely outdated form of technology, and I think their recommendation was that we don't replace that tower with the UF transmitters. And they're going to go talk. I think it was primarily Lancaster Fire Department that was using the pagers. I think I walked away saying, hold it, if we bought new technology for communication, why did some people were they able to opt out?
As I remember it on that, the new, was it the 800 megahertz pagers were so much more expensive? Is that, do you know, Jack?
At the time of upgrade, we didn't have 800 pagers at the time.
Okay, so they were really forced to, if they wanted pagers, they had to continue with the old, but they do have 800 megahertz pagers now.
They do, and they also have like 3 different types of apps for their phones that they use for, they get the dispatch sends to them when the call comes out. So they've all touched getting that notification. So
they're not going to replace the transmitter on top of that tower. So they'll have to eliminate that type of communication. And the big thing is if just hits by one lightning strike, then we lose $18,000 for trying to protect an old technology. So
was someone there getting in touch with the?
Yes, there was 2 people going to see the people at Lancaster.
Okay. We just don't want to be,
No, it's going to be well communicated.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a conversation for Lancaster, Shannon, and Mount Pleasant, and
yeah, Jack was at the meeting, so he can.
Okay.
I participated yesterday in a conference call with Mid-America Regional Council, and it's the planning group that we've been thinking about replacing Mocan with. There's a list of areas where they thought maybe some people should be involved within the county. Quite frankly, they were kind of a little disappointed that we couldn't attend there once a month. Somebody from the county commission couldn't attend a once a month meeting in Kansas City, which is always on a Tuesday, and explained to him that's where our meeting was. So I don't know whether maybe we'll take one time or two times this year, and maybe not have our meeting on Tuesday, have it on Monday instead, and somebody could attend.
Do they take them?
I'm not sure.
But I think they're probably wanting participation, not just.
They want people there, so I think it might be a smart move on our part to maybe take a May meeting or a June meeting or.
Oh, this isn't MOCAM. This is Mid America.
No.
That type of year is rough because that's right in budget time.
Well, if we just had the meeting on Monday versus Tuesday, it would be the same.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, okay. I'm not trying to not have the meeting at all. And then I went through, and Roger actually went through and looked at places where people could be involved. And Roger, these are the suggested to attend for somebody within the county, and there's a large list, and you guys should have a copy of this. But
Yes.
I was going to recommend that public safety, maybe the two contacts for the county would be Wes Lanner and Jack. And they have a lot of public safety and many subcommittees. If any of those two wanted to be involved, they would at least be the contact. And then there's one for Marshall, which is a EMS hospital representative focused on pre-hospital emergency care. That maybe might give Corey is the name for that. And then I didn't take all Rogers, like the GIS. I think Roger should be involved with. He mentioned EDA, the EDA and economic development. Roger suggested Seth in the city. I marked Seth's name out because I figured he had enough on his plate. There is a Kansas City Regional Purchasing Cooperative, which possibly Seth could be on, I mean, or at least be the contact. And then there's a regional salary survey that maybe Jamie Madison could be the contact of. So if everybody's really good with that, I would send it down to their director, their email addresses, so they can make those contacts.
Would we want to send it to all the department heads and just see if they have any additions or corrections or something? Or
Yeah, I don't know. Roger, of course, Roger was supposed to do that. I think he fell short of that goal of actually talking to everybody. I think he did talk to Wes, which was, that he recommended him for a lot of things and Roger for a lot of things. Maybe we could I could craft a letter that said these particular people that we're looking at Mark and how it would go. I could send him a letter.
I would like them at least to be aware that we're considering them for a position instead of turning it over, and they would be, and for some reason that.
And they would just simply be the contact. Their attendance, their participation is kind of up to them. But I think we've identified the things that we as a county government could get something out of.
I think it's a good.
But I don't want to send Wes to 5 things. That's what Roger's got down here.
Yeah.
I don't want to send Seth to 5 things.
Right.
So I kind of marked through a lot of these and said, hold it, we don't need that many.
Well, and maybe if they seen this list, and maybe they would have a suggestion of on some of those that would be a good substitute or addition, or that.
Okay, I'll send them the list this week.
Okay. I think that's good.
I think we got West down way too many. I counted up
I
7.
do too. And he applies for those, but we just don't need Wes down at a meeting in Kansas City
There's
7 times a month. So
Yeah.
I pick out what I thought was the best one. Maybe we should let Wes pick out one he should
I
participate
think the
in.
city could be more involved. I only sent, 3 from the city?
Well, the city actually, this is Rogers writing city. In a conference call, the city offered a lot of different people to participate, from the airport to economic development. So they're doing a lot more than what's maybe written here. But
Yeah, this is kind of mainly on our end.
and Sean was the person who kind of volunteered to attend the board of directors meeting. That's the one that's on Tuesdays, the 4th Tuesday of every month.
Okay, I would like for them to see this, and then we'll pick it up next week maybe. And I would encourage them, like Wes is down here too much. Well, if he sees something he can't or is unwilling, you can't.
But he really do.
Maybe he would have a good substitute
Yeah.
for that.
And some of these maybe meetings are being attended via Skype or whatever. I don't know. We're just kind of feeling our way.
Maybe it's nothing that really he needs to attend, but he was just a contact. Maybe it's not a big deal to be down.
Sure.
Well, like one of them here that Regional Homeland Security, you got West down.
Well, I think the emergency management would probably give him everything he needed. I would skip that for Wes. I mean, I already marked that off.
I have other positions in the sheriff's office that could be part of this as well. So.
Okay, so I'll send it.
I would think that would be under you. I would think.
I'll send it all to department
Homeland
heads.
Security.
And maybe could there be more than one contact?
Next
Yeah,
week.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. There might be
Is
things
there an email address that's all
that we're
You want to look at this?
all department heads?
I think there's on the
we are
department head.
basically
I think it's just under
applying.
department heads.
Mocan is out, and this is kind of the way.
Well, we got Mocan for another year just to kind of carry us over.
Well,
I don't
Or
know.
did we ever get any response from them?
I don't know when the meeting.
Well, that meeting will be this week. Will be tomorrow. I don't know if Roger's planning on going or
Pardon me?
Mark is very good. I think it's a good organization.
Have you been involved with market all, Jeff?
When I went to the public management class, they talked about it quite a bit, and there's a lot of resources there.
Right.
Grant writing, things like that. They're very helpful.
So I think the more of us, if we can be involved, but we got to do it in some organized, rational way. But this is going to be something we want to. First of all, they're not going to invite us to join unless we're participating.
Sure.
So we're not sure 100% what we're going to get until we participate. So I guess it's like whatever our effort is, what we'll get out of it. So that's a key.
Understood. Only thing I have is Project Concern. Chili soup supper is this Friday night.
Saturday.
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 It is Saturday. I wrote down the 3rd, 5 to 7.
$5 for adults, $3 for children.
Didn't know if that was going to. Are we ready then to? We talked about going into an executive session.
Yeah.
Do we have?
What do you need, attorney-client or personnel? There's
It's safety, public safety.
It's about security, so
Security, so I don't know. We may have to put it on.
He may be pretty
We
one.
may have one printed out.
here it comes.
On executive session, what language do we need for this executive session? Ask and you shall receive.
That's right.
And how long do you think we'll need? 15 minutes?
Probably a little longer.
20? 30? Okay. I'll move that we recess into executive session at 1:15 p.m. to discuss matters relating to security measures as allowed by K.S.A. 75-4319B12. The justification for the closed session is that the discussion of such matters at an open meeting would jeopardize security measures that protect a public building. Public disclosure of the specific information relating thereto could encourage a breach of security. The board should come out of its executive session at 1:45 p.m. in the commission room, first floor, courthouse, and those present will be county commissioners, County Councilor Pat Henderson, Sheriff Jack Laurie, and Maintenance Director Joe Bull.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Been
Or
moved.
made him, I'll make the motion.
Well, I had said I made the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Pass 3-0.
Okay.
All right, we're back. Okay. What's next?
You're gonna act on this, or
Is that what we're doing today? That we're going to act on this? That we just had the executive session about, or
you want
Is
to
there
wait
any-
to let it think it over?
I need, the reason why I was pushing it, to
internally installed wires, I need to drill a hole as they're installing it. I don't know when they're going to install it. I don't think it's for a week or two. But to me, it'd be nice to get it settled.
I'm ready to vote.
I'm ready to vote. Mr. Chairman, I so move that we go with the key fob system for 4 doors, three doors for security reasons.
I'd like discussion on this. I'd like the 2 bids to be split and voted on separately.
Any other discussion?
I don't know why they need to be voted on separately. Can we just add them together?
Because I'm against one and I'm for the other.
Okay. So, Bill, you gonna redo your motion?
Okay, I make a motion that we do the 2 entries to the courthouse. I mean,
Here's the
or the amount of $2,749.
$48.50.
$48.50.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, I so move that.
Oh, wait a minute, we haven't voted.
Okay.
I thought we had the.
All voted aye, didn't it? Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay, I was
sorry.
waiting. All opposed, same sign, dash 3-0. That's what. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we do the basement door key fob system in the amount of $1953.35.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Aye. Passed 2-0.
You want your name noted?
Sure.
So it should also probably reflect that the contractor is Wirenets LLC, those 2 estimates. The bids, I guess.
Okay, then we need to, logical choice is the HR person to be in charge, or to go, or we can discuss it, okay.
And maybe the safety committee should come up with the rules for the key fobs.
I don't know.
I think maybe the elected officials maybe could get together.
Jack and the department heads.
Elected official could be clerk, treasurer, Jack.
What? Okay.
Or the,
You can throw Jack around too much around here.
Yeah, yeah. It's 2 of us. 2 of you. Okay.
We got
Anything else?
time, because we haven't got in yet, it could be a week or 2. So. Okay, so, alrighty. Any other?
Thing?
Oh, we're not voting on it? We already voted and approved it. Oh, I guess.
Okay, well, we did it.
Okay, now how you gonna do this when we have, you combine the cost, and we have.
you only approved 1.
We approved both.
We approved both. but
I
one
voted
was
against the
approved.
second one.
So he won't sign the second one, but you gotta combine, so we probably need to have 2 clerk, we need to have 2 separate instead of combining them into one.
This one here for just the 2.
No, I think if the motion passed itself, it's just noted that that chairman was against what
So
was
he-
proposed.
So
But
he
it
can
still
sign
passed
it,
as
he
a
can
unit.
sign this.
Yes.
I'll sign it. It passed. I'm not that opposed to it. So, I mean, I'm not
Okay,
going to
then
not
we
sign
just
it.
need to sign this one and not this one.
4,000.
Am I correct
Was
with
it-
that?
47,185.
That's what I had.
470185. What's today?
27.
Get 2 days here. I don't know. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you. Thanks. Does that need to go back here or?
Give it to me, I'll make sure that you get copies now.
Okay.
I think that's all I've got today.
Did we get the A-OK for the jail roof from the whoever was going to inspect it? Or there's still little issues?
They're still doing stuff. The weather,
Slowed
it's
down.
got to be at least 40 degrees for him to do some of the ceiling things. So he was there today and I met with him, and
talk about all the last touch-up stuff, and then after that, whenever they have enough roofs in this area for that manufacturer, then they'll come in and inspect it. So, shouldn't be long now. We're starting to get into the better weather.
Do you want these back or?
I don't need
These are
that
extras?
copy.
Okay,
Yeah.
absolutely. Great, thank you.
And I'll put a copy in your office.
Really great. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I've got a PO for the Road and Bridge Department for culverts. There's one two-piece system, 72 inches by 70 feet with a 72-inch band, and then there's another tube which is a 72-inch by 30 foot, 16 gauge. Total amount is for $5,941.40. Vendor is Wellborn Sales. Do I hear a motion to accept?
I so move, Mr. Chairman.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Pass 3-0. Is there any old or unfinished business before the board?
Well, I don't know if we call it old or unfinished business, but I think we need to talk about here we are, almost 1st of March. We're going to start our budget work. I think we need to be thinking about that. I think a strategic plan should be put into play. We discussed the shop ground a little bit, the nursing home, that we're kind of, I don't know how much we got to do with that. I think we need to get some policies set about getting, I don't mind if an office gets cookies, but when you start getting pots and pans or whatever, to me that promotes sales for personal gains. 911 signs, I thought Wes was going to be here today to discuss those. The key fobs we just took care of, and the lake hunting we've taken care of. The budget, strategic planning, shop ground, nursing home, and the gifts from the quill, I think we need to bring that to the forefront.
What's the term for that? Is that graft when they talk about that sounds so
Gratitude.
Huh?
Gratuity, I don't know.
gratuity?
Yeah. I'm not,
What's our policy?
There is none.
we don't have a written policy that specifically addresses it.
So, do you want to have a 0? That would be no lunches, no cup of coffee.
I think that anything that can stay within the courthouse is fine, such as cookies or maybe a
So if you can eat it,
or a toaster,
so
but
you can eat it.
anything for just one person's personal gain should not be allowed.
Well, no alcoholic beverage.
No alcoholic beverage.
But if you can consume it here. But
Yeah, and it can be
alcohol's
served.
not legal in the courthouse, but
Right.
I would like to say, but you can't do it, is strictly discounts on the next purchase. But
well, the reason Cole does that is because it works.
the reason why they do that is to promote sales.
Yeah, definitely.
And we have a business here in town that said they'd match anything, but they don't get perks.
I do think that needs to be addressed.
Well, we
Does
gotta
it have
find out
to
what
be
what other counties. You just need to know what other counties' policies are.
I can
don't
put it on my listserv, and you probably can throw it on county counselor listserv as well. Find out if there's policies out there. I do have Wes on the agenda tomorrow, or next Tuesday morning.
Okay.
Yes,
He
I
needed
thought
an
we-
extra little bit of time to get
I thought
things.
he was here today.
He-
Wes, well, he ran into me and said he wouldn't do it this week, it'd be next week. So,
Can we get a look at how them other counties started doing their budget in January, and we're 3 months behind that?
I have a lot of information from different counties that I've been compiling, saving together. I also, you guys, when you did the K.A.C. membership this year, you guys did the extra $50 for the Wednesday webinar, which they hold monthly. The last webinar was basically drafting your timeline for your budget. And I actually was able to be present watching that webinar, and I do want to share that. I was going to share that with you guys as well as Jamie. Jamie's aware of it. Very informative as far as how to set your goals, how to place your, who does what, kind of, it was very helpful, beneficial as far as the understanding of the budget.
Quick question. Joe just gave me this for wire nuts for the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Says it come out of county general, but when you guys say county general, do you know what line item you want this stuff to come out of?
That's Joe.
Specifically, Joe, I don't know.
Yep.
Because we just basically guess where you guys want to take it out of, but when you say county general, we just need to know what specifically where your money comes from.
Where are the doors coming from?
Capital outlay, or
And what would
capital
that be?
improvements, or
Where's the contract on the doors coming from? I guess you don't know because you haven't gotten the purchase order.
Yeah.
that's what it is. I bet county general. Suggestions?
Yeah, I guess capital outlay. I mean, would be
Improvement.
that. And
It's part of the door
Sounds
capital
insane,
improvement. So
I mean, that'll be good for this, but other stuff. I mean, I guess if somebody says comes out of county general, I guess just kind of need to know, or let me know if somebody where it needs to
Okay,
come from.
that's a good point well taken. We'll be more vigilant on where.
Or tell Joe, he can tell me whatever.
Can you and I maybe sit down and make a list that we can have present for them to do that at the meeting?
We'll discuss it sometime.
That way they'll have a visual.
So capital outlay for this one. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
So over the
that
camera.
makes the most sense.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, Michelle was talking about, she showed me a little bit of the program that she got from K.S.A. So
I think it's going to be very beneficial. The majority of the counties that I have information from basically really start digging into things in March with their
that's Thursday, right?
departments. Exactly. Yes. So.
or do we have anything down for morning session next week?
I have West down at 11:30.
Let me say, how long is that presentation?
It's an hour. It's a full hour.
Hmm.
The presentation is.
I don't know if we want to take a full hour in the morning, or depends on if we don't have anything else scheduled for tomorrow or next week.
I don't want to take up an hour. I just want to see a timeline.
Well, who's going to develop it? That's what this
Well,
is about.
I asked Jamie and Michelle to go with me in the first week of January, and I've been waiting for a response. But I don't have to do it. Somebody needs to come up with a timeline.
I thought we had the hard copy of what other counties did. And
I have a hard copy
kind
of
of a
about
guideline,
6 to 8 different counties, and I've been compiling information. I just have not had time to sit down
We
and
probably
make
need to look
a
and
time.
say, okay, so-and-so county did this in March, and have that department in, or departments, and say, okay, we're starting. This is where we're starting. Next month, we want to be here. Next month, we want to be here.
Mhm.
So basically a chairman question when we want to start.
As soon as possible, but again, we're not. I can't necessarily give an order if we don't have information yet. So, and it's not necessarily a chairman to give an order without. I mean, I could call a vote and say, when do we all want to have it? But that's not for me to just pick an arbitrary number either. Can you have something for us next week?
I'll just put everything together of what I have in other counties. I'll put it together. I'll put something together.
Okay. We'll work on it,
I'll do it myself. I'll get one.
and we'll do that executive session or a workshop in the morning.
Okay.
Next week. So you might just schedule us a time that you actually worked at, so it don't get taken up. Let's just say at 9, we're going to take an hour.
Do you want to sit down with the timeline?
Yeah.
You don't want to sit and watch the
You don't necessarily,
thing.
right.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You can send me the link and I'll watch it on my own.
Yeah, I was going to send it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was definitely
We can
going to
do
send
that.
it
I'd be
anyway.
more than happy to look at it. We only get 2 hours. I hate to waste the time.
Right, that's what I didn't know how long it was.
I can schedule it at 10, and I'll just present what I
Okay,
have
let's
at
put
that point.
us down at 10. Now, if something really important comes up, we could maybe fudge some time off of that. I'm guessing at that. You might inform Jamie too, but
I'll just
we're
work on it.
intending
I'll
that maybe
present
she,
her what I have.
she may be able to complement that too. So,
I know she's been doing some reports that need to be done, so she's been pretty busy with that. So
okay.
Are you going to draw something up for Long Township to sign up on
The tube.
the tube thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any county councilor updates?
Yes. I met yesterday with Kristen Watkins, who's the health department, global health officer, actually. You adopted a resolution in 1974, and I don't know that it's been really looked at very hard since then, creating the Northeast Kansas Multi-County Board of Health. And so we were looking at updating that and maybe turning it into an interlocal agreement between the 3 member counties, Jackson, Brown, and Atchison. I sent her a draft of it yesterday evening, but that's one of the things I think that you're going to need to talk about. And it'll be a discussion, of course, with the other counties as well. A lot's changed, of course, since 1974, and a lot's changed in the last few years, and in terms of home health and the hospice that they've started to do. And I think you're going to have more changes just now because the hospital in Horton in Brown County quit providing
Hiawatha is the one that quit.
the Hiawatha that did. Okay. And so that's right. And what she had talked about is that the Horton Hospital had talked about maybe picking some of that up, and that would of course impact us because their area would include the western part of our county. So anyway, that's going to be on your agenda sometime in the fairly near future, I think.
Okay, I have a meeting, I believe it's the 5th of March. Let me see if I've got that down. It's either the 5th or the week after. So maybe I can come back with some more information on that. The 5th of March.
So that's next Monday.
That's really all I have.
Okay.
Any more conversation with the attorney in Kansas City? Is that ball rolling?
I haven't talked to him. I can send him an email. Send him an email today, but I will.
Okay. And then Pat and Michelle is going to look into how other counties do with their perks. I'll call them perks, where it's purchase stuff, and we'll come up with some kind of consensus.
I'll send that out today.
Thank you.
Okay, is there any other business? With that, do I hear a motion to adjourn at 2:07?
I so moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
It's been moved and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Pass 3-0.